Alright, what's up? Yeah, this is another boxing prediction video, of course. Well, first of all, congratulations to Tyson Fury, who has proven once again that he indeed might be the best heavyweight on the planet today. That was a fantastic performance. And yeah, so we got that question answered. I mean, who is the better fighter, Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder? Anyway, yeah, this weekend that's coming up has a couple of really good fights, and one that is, well, slightly interesting. Uh, let's to take the least interesting fight first. Joseph Parker is fighting against a guy called Sean Terrell Winters. Yeah, and well, this is a kind of a comeback trail, the third fight in Parker's comeback trail since he lost to Dillian White. And since then he won two fights by knockout. First by knockout Alexander Flores, and then he TKO'd Alex Leapai. And this guy, Terrell Winters, has got two losses and 13 wins, but 12 by knockout. So he's a puncher. Anyway, he has won the NABF title, which I guess qualified him for fighting Joseph Parker. Yeah, he hasn't really had any really good fights. I mean, against rated fighters so far. So, and he's already 39. So I trust Parker will kind of just steamroll over him and win by another stoppage victory. Yeah, Parker is a very good. So he's a talent definitely, but sometimes in the past, like against White, he has underperformed. And yeah. So anyway, I think he stops this guy within five, maybe 6 rounds, maybe sooner. Alright, and then there's a really interesting fight between Khalid Yafai of Britain and Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And it's the defense of Yafai's WBA super flyweight title. So he's already made 5 defenses, which is impressive. He's 26-0 with 15 KOs. 30 years of age. Stands 5'4". And Roman Gonzalez Chocolatito, he has of course lost twice to the same man, Sri Saket Sorumvisai. But since then he won 2 fights. First he stopped Moises Fuentes, who is a really good contender, or was anyway, and another guy who I don't know, by TKO. So this is a very, very important fight for Chocolatito, because not only is it a world title fight, it's a chance for him to get back into the championship ranks. It's also almost a do or die fight, because if he loses again, then that might be it for him. Maybe he may even retire or whatever. And yeah, so it's a tough one, of course. And I still think he's the favorite here. And yeah, so this fight is on the undercard of a fight that I will talk about next. It's at the Ford Center at Frisco, Texas. So I guess it almost counts like an away fight for Yafai. Uh, sorry. Uh, so I think that's why it may be a little bit extra difficult, but it's not the first fight in America for Cal Yafai. I still think, the guys that he beat so far were all good and decent, but neither of them was the caliber of Chocolatito. So I think I favor Chocolatito definitely to win, but I don't know if it will be by stoppage or on points. Likely it will be either stoppage after the eighth round or a decision for Chocolatito Gonzalez. But anyway, I do believe most likely he will win because before he lost to Saket, he was really the best in his division, in the flyweight divisions, and he's just a formidable offensive fighter, while Yafai seems to be more like a boxer, or not so ferocious anyway. He does have power and has stopped several of his opponents in his title defenses, but he doesn't, have the same vibe like Gonzalez, like really destroyer vibe. So I think maybe more now that I think of it, maybe it's more likely that this ends in stoppage victory for Chocolatito, and maybe even within 8 rounds. I don't know, but it's possible. So anyway, that's my prediction. I think Chocolatito stops Cal Yafai somewhere between the 6th and the 10th round. Alright, and then the main fight on the same card is Mikey Garcia versus Jessie Vargas. Yay! This is a really good fight. Garcia is of course coming back after his first loss to Errol Spence last year, so he's almost been away for a year. Practically has. It will be only 16 days when he fights removed from his last fight. So he's of course a very good fighter, but as a welterweight, perhaps not so much as a welterweight, because it seems to have affected him negatively to step up from super lightweight or light welterweight. And of course, he's not a really big guy. He's 5'6". He's not a big welterweight at all. Doesn't have a very big reach either. So Jessie Vargas, of course, has a big height and reach advantage. He's 5'11", while Garcia is 5'6", and he's got 3-inch reach advantage. Of course, 5-inch height advantage. Anyway, Vargas says lately, after losing to Pacquiao, he's kind of had some good performances, and he drew against Broner and Thomas Duorme, and then he knocked out Humberto Soto last year. And so as Bob Arum said, I believe it was he who said that he had become more like a puncher, because earlier he was very defensive and cautious and didn't like to go all out and try to knock out his opponents. But he definitely had some power, because I know before he stopped Vivian Harris in 2 rounds, I think, and knocked out Walter Estrada in 1 round. So he's not never been without power, definitely. Hmm. Yeah, this is not that easy to predict because all in all, Mikey Garcia is a better fighter than Jessie Vargas. Not much better, but a better fighter, definitely. He's got more of the skills. I mean, he's stronger in all fields almost, except maybe the technical defensive field. But as a welterweight, I don't know really. Maybe Vargas has an advantage because it's at his natural, his preferred weight, and it's not the best weight for Mikey. I don't know why he keeps fighting. Maybe I don't believe that he cannot make 140 anymore. So I think he should go back to 140. Yeah. So it will be a tough fight, definitely a close one. I think I would be surprised if any guy really won by a shutout or won by a knockout even. But you never know, of course. I mean, Mikey does have a hard punch, a really big punch, but perhaps not so much at 147 as at 140 or 135. So, sorry. Let's see, has he really ever stopped anyone? Yeah, I don't think, no, he hasn't even stopped anyone, but he's fought really good fighters at 140. Sergey Lipinets and Adrian Broner. Yeah, I don't think he will manage to stop Vargas either. I don't think Vargas has been stopped, has he, so far? No. He's only lost to Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley, so the very best, of course. I don't know, perhaps, maybe, because Mikey hasn't fought for a year, and because at welterweight he hasn't really done well so far. I perhaps even favor Vargas to win, but I know many fighters would rather have, I mean not fighters, but the boxing establishment might want Mikey Garcia to win rather than Jessie Vargas because he's the more perhaps bankable fighter because he's more offensive and all that. So even if Jessie Vargas earns the decision, he might not get it. So yeah, that's the conundrum. So I think either way it will be perhaps a split decision or majority decision for either guy. But I think yeah, maybe Jessie Vargas will win anyway. So yeah, thanks for listening. That was all for this time. Thanks. Bye bye.